Welcome to Autodesk Inventor Professional. I'm going to help you go through and model up in 3D the toy truck. So we've got the assembly just here, we've got the axle, we've got the engine, the cabin, the body, and the wheel. Just need to model one of those, and we can insert it 4 times. So we end up with this as a finished product. To begin with, you need to come up to File and click New. I'm going to start with the metric tab. So if you haven't got that open, just open up this English US, come down to metric, and then standard millimeter, and click create. I'm going to start with the body, sort of like the main part of the toy. So I'm going to start a 2D sketch on this ground plane, and I'm going to choose this rectangle here, the 2-point center rectangle. I'm just going to drag it from the point of origin out to the right here and just drop that off. Wants to keep drawing more rectangles, you just press escape, or you can come up and click here and that'll turn off the rectangle tool. Now we need to place a dimension on the length and the width. So the length is 139 millimeters. So just type in 139 and press enter. That's gone off the page, so you can just use your mouse wheel, scroll out, and put a dimension on this side over here. And this one's going to be 42 millimeters wide. So type in 42 and press enter, and then just scroll out. If you can click your mouse scroll wheel, you can actually drag that around the screen and zoom in and out. So just have a go at that so you get used to navigating that around on the page. And then the big green tick up on the right hand side, click finish the sketch there. That's basically now a 2D rectangle to the right size. What we're going to do now is just extrude that up. The height of the body is 19 millimeters. So type in 19 and basically just model symmetrically for when I want to do advanced modeling down the track. But it doesn't matter if you have it selected as one way or below the work plane. But for future reference, symmetric is very handy when we're playing with hidden work planes. Okay. Alright, so that's the block. There is a little cutout bit if you have a look here where the cabin comes in, or the little cabin comes in. It's got a little chiseled out section here. So to do that, simply go back to our new design file, select a surface, right click on that surface and click new sketch. From here we can simply measure in 40 from this corner. So I'm going to get a line, I'm going to snap onto that corner, it goes green. I'm going to come across here and I'm going to type in 40, enter. I'm going to come down the height of 10, 10, enter. I'm going to come across 19 and go up to the line here. Let's come back to this point. Now I'm just going to press escape to turn that off and click finish sketch. And all I'm going to do now is just extrude that little rectangle in direction 2. So just change it so it's going through, and change the distance from 19 through to 42. So it cuts that all the way out. So it looks a bit boring that it's just a grey material. What I'd recommend now is just clicking on part number 7 there and changing it from default material, and you might find a finish that suits your model. So if you scroll through, there's plenty of different timbers there. I'll try this red oak natural gloss, and the other thing I'll do up here is call this one body. Okay, and then just save that. Let's go file and save as, and then just type in body there. I've already set up these ones just before I was practicing. So if you just create a new folder and just say demo toy truck, easy. So just drop it into your VDT folder and save it. Now that we've got the body, the next thing I'd probably go on to would be the cabin. So we go start a new start a new design file, and make sure that you're in metric and millimeters, and create. And with that one, it's another piece of timber that's 42 by 19. So I want to choose to draw in the ground plane, and I'm going to start with the rectangle again, and snap onto the center and just drag that out. It doesn't matter the sizes. press escape to turn off the rectangle tool and choose dimension, and just bring this one up. The height of our cabin is 60, and the width of our cabin here is 42. Go finish sketch, and then you can extrude that one 19 millimeters. Okay, so that's the cabin. There is a little cutout section. It's 6 mil on one side and then 15 back. So to do that, you can just extrude that little triangle off. You could do an offset chamfer. You could draw the side profile and extrude it. There's lots of different ways. But just to keep it really simple for some beginners, all I'm going to do is measure from here up a height of 6. I'm going to come across to here and come down a height of 15. And I'm just going to draw that triangle back in here, and that's the angle that I want to cut off. So I'm just going to use the extrude tool this time, and I'm going to switch that direction too and make that 42 millimeters. Check it out. There's the cabin. So now just go up to part 8, rename that because it might be part 2 now, and I'm going to call this one the body. Actually, I'll put it all in capitals. Looks neater. And enter. Don't forget to select body, so it selects the entire model, and choose a colour. Alright, so I'll try another type of timber. That looks a bit funny. Scroll through, find another type of timber. There's some oaks I saw that look good. White oak natural, or ash, white ash. That'll do for now. Anyway, moving along. So if I go back to my toy truck assembly, I've now done the body and I've done the cabin. The next thing I'm going to do is the little engine. Alright, so start a new file. So go new, click on metric, click on standard millimeter and create. And again, this is a simple block of timber. So we're going to do the 42 by 19 rectangle here. So we're going to start on the point of origin with the rectangle tool, snap on the center point, just drag out any old rectangle, press escape again to turn off the rectangle command, grab the dimension tool, and the length of the engine is 40 mil long, and I'll make that 42, just double click on that. Okay, 42 wide, and the length is 60. Alright, so that's a little bit easier. So 42 by 60 rectangle, and extrude that up. That looks pretty good. Go OK. That's our 10. Sorry, change that to 19. So we've got the height now is correct. So it's 19 high. And this one's got a chamfered edge on both sides, and they're 10 mil. So you can select this edge, select chamfer, change that 2 to a 10, and just drag that window off of there, and select that edge, and go OK. So now we've got a chamfer as well on both sides. Changing the part name would be the next step, and that one is your engine. I've got caps locks on here, E-N-G-I-N-E. That'll do, and I'm going to make that a different colour from the default grey. So I might choose like a timber colour from the bottom down here. Red oak as well, very nice, a bit shiny here. Alright, and save that one as your engine. And I just realised I've not saved part 8. That was the cabin. So file, save as, and there's the cabin. Alrighty, so we're cruising nicely. Got our cabin, got our engine, got our body in our orthographic. So we've got that one, and that one drawn. Next up, I might draw one wheel. You don't have to draw all 4, just draw one, and the axle. So it's pretty easy. You just go to File, New, Metric, Standard Millimeters. I'm going to model up the wheel now. So the wheel, nice and simple. start a sketch, click on the ground plane. I'm going to use the circle. I'm going to draw that circle out. The wheels I've chosen are 32mm, so I'll actually make them with the hole saw. So draw the first circle 32. The dowel that's going to go through it is a 6.5mm dowel. So I'm going to go 6.5, enter, go finish sketch, and I'm going to make my wheels out of 12mm plywood. So I'll go extrude, click on the profile, and change that to 12mm. Go OK. So now we've got a wheel. You can choose a part 10, just click on that again, 2 clicks, and type in wheel. And select wheel up here and select a colour. It's gold. Alright, so the gold wheels. The next step would be the axle. Alright, so the axle, I'll show and save part 10. I'll quickly save part 10 as wheel. So save as wheel, save, and go file, go to new, click on metric, standard millimeter, and create. And we're going to create an axle on the ground plane, and the axle is going to be a 6.5mm axle. That's what the dowel is that we're using in this instance. So as I drag my circle out, I can type in 6.5, enter, click on finish sketch, and simply extrude the axle. It says it's 67mm in the drawing, so the distance will be 67mm, and OK. Alrighty, so I just leave the axle grey because it will look like it's metal. So part 11, AXLE, and I'm going to save that now. Axle, save. One thing I've forgotten is on the body. On the body, where the axle and the wheels go through, we're going to need to make some holes for the wheels. So click back on down the bottom tabs here to body, select this surface, right click, go to new sketch, and I'll get you to grab the line tool for me, go to the bottom corner, measure up a height of 7mm, and then come in a distance of 20mm, and do the same on the other side. So I'm just going to press enter, that turns that off, and then enter to turn the drawing line back on. Up on this side, 7, and in 20, and then just press escape to turn off the line tool. Choose the circle tool, and I want you to make this one a little bit bigger so that the axle will spin. So if the dowel we're using 6.5mm, make the hole 7.5mm. So it's just a little bit bigger, and that will help the dowel spin around inside there. So that's 7.5 on both instances. Finish the sketch off, and then we need to drill those holes out. So I'm just going to use the extrude tool, and I'm going to select profile. So select the profiles. You might have to zoom in a little bit so you can see. There's one, and there's two. Now I've got a little problem here, they're going the wrong way. So you simply click on flip it around, and they're not going through the whole distance, they're only going in 10mm it says. So change that 10 to 42mm. There we have it. Okay. You can't really see that it's going through, so if you wanted to, you could actually go up to your view and say visual style, and say shaded with hidden edges. And if you look carefully now, check it out. You can see the dashed line shows the hidden detail. Alright, so that's pretty cool. So now, if we have a look back at our files, we should have all the parts to start an assembly. Alright, so we've modeled up all of those parts now. The next video, I'm going to show you how to assemble it and put it all together. Alright, thanks for watching.